All right, so local SEO strategy. In the title of this video, I want to say the best SEO local strategy. In fact, SEO is generally just doing a few things very well. So let's have a look at what the key ingredients are for doing SEO well. So for local SEO, I just put in this example here. We have a New York food trucks, right? So we have a ton of New York food trucks, right? And you can see the ones here, right? So what have they got here? They've got good reviews. They've got plenty of reviews, right? They've got information about their business, right? So when we think about Google or any other search engine, what it thrives on is information. So give Google some information, right? Any bit of information you have, just give it to it. One thing I also notice about this is that they're getting reviews recently, right? And photos recently. You can see that today somebody actually sent a photo in of it, and giving a review. So you can see that they have local recent reviews, right? Recency is always a bias in Google, right? So the more recent something is done, then the better, right? So here we go. We have more and more information, right? They have the address, all of this. So let's actually go through and look at what your first step should be. Okay, so let's look at the three main strategies of what you need to do well with local SEO, right? So the first one is your Google business profile, right? So this should only take 1 day to fill out, right? It's not that much work, but you just need to fill out every field, all right? Claim and verify your Google business profile, right? This is the basics of local SEO, right? So here's something as well. You want to keep updating it, keep it fresh with fresh data, as I said before, right? Add some geo-tagged photos, right? So that just means that you need to add some of the details of where it is, where the photo is, you're in the photo, right? All that stuff. You add those details into the data, like the name of the photo, like, when you give the name of a photo, right? So you say New York food truck or whatever, something like that, and optimize it like a sales page, right? So you want to use the keywords naturally in descriptions, right? So, I mean, you can use ChatGPT to help you with this, but just check it, make sure it's good, right? That it's not, weird sounding or something like that. Just make it so that people, want to read that stuff because people are interested in your company, right? You have to think about your customers and if they're getting the right information. So the second part of the strategy is location landing pages. Okay, so if you have different locations, you need different landing pages, and if you have different services, then you need different service pages. So create dedicated pages, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. Local visual elements, right? So add in the photos or whatever the photos, your customer stories. That's always more information, the better, as usual. Interlinking structure, right? I'm going to show you how we can do all of this. An interactive map, right? And structured data, right? This is again just to help Google know more about your business. So you also want geo-modified content, right? So whatever the location is, you want that location in the paragraph, right? So if you want to do it, you just need to do each page, right? So I'll show you how to do that now. I use a tool called Arvow, and you can get a 10% extra discount with the coupon code Connor10, CONO or 10, and you will get an extra 10%, right? So I'll show you how to do this now. So if you just want to try out an SEO article, you can click this button here. I recommend getting an automation going, right? So automation is this new thing that you can actually automate everything, right? Every single part of the SEO workflow, you can automate. So in this case, it would just connect to your website and publish automatically. So there's no copy and pasting, all that wasting time, right? So to actually create the SEO article, all you need to do is put in your keywords, right? So in this case, it will be New York food truck or whatever, lawyer in Brooklyn, whatever, divorce service, whatever the service you are giving, you want to create a new unique page. So what I would do is launch a campaign, an auto blog, right, and create an article template. So to do this, you just go to your SEO template, right, and fill in the information here, right? So you can put in local specific content, right? So that's what we want in this case, right? And we want the formality, all of that, and then add in our knowledge, right? So you can connect to the web here to search about your business, or better yet, use your own knowledge, right? So find as much information as you can about your business, and then add this into the knowledge base, right? So you add a knowledge base to this tool, Arvow, and then it will use all that information whenever it is writing an article. So You don't have to, for every single time you want to write an article, go, this is my address, this is my phone number. It's going to be stored in here. Then you can actually do things like add the sitemap, right, and internal linking, so it links out to other relevant pages like we saw before. Super important. And images as well. You can create images with AI if you want, or use stock photos, right? You can also automatically add YouTube videos. So we'll go out and find the most relevant YouTube videos. All of this is to make the page better and unique, right? So think about it as like you have like different entities, right? So you have a lawyer in New York, and it's like divorce lawyer. So it's like you want to have all those three things, and you want all of that information in your article. And that's like the basis of SEO, is getting all of that good information in, so that Google knows that your business is there, and connecting it with the local maps and all of that, so that Google knows that this is where the business is. It's a real business and it serves this service, right? Okay, so the third aspect of this local SEO strategy is the power of local backlinks, right? So you don't want to be wasting money on spammy directories or anything like that, right? What you want to do is find, local bloggers, right? Or anyone who's doing a best of roundup, right? So I've written a lot of these roundup reviews. It's like best things to do in New York, or whatever, best food trucks in New York. So you just Google what that is, the keyword. In this case, let's say we're talking about New York food trucks. Go to the articles there and say, here, can you put that my business in here at number one? I'll pay you whatever, $50 or something. It's worth it, right? It's definitely worth it. Or just show that you're the best. Like, show the person who's actually made this best of roundup, right? It could be best food trucks in New York, right? And then say, look at our one, and give them a free dish or whatever. Make sure that you get featured in it. That's just showing that local authority that you are there and you are the best, right? You can also partner with bloggers, YouTubers, anyone like that. Say, come and just write a review of my food truck or whatever the service it is, right? And sponsor local events, right? That's a good idea, right? To actually get your name out there, right? And the more places where your business website is mentioned, right, then that's another backlink, right? It's more information to Google that shows that you're a real business doing good business, right? And join the Chamber of Commerce. Okay, that's just something you can do quickly and get that valuable backlink. That's what I tend to do, is like join as many things as I can. Just tell people about my businesses, right? So I just say, here, this is my business, and you get backlinks from that. Some of them are valuable, some of them are not so valuable, but local links in this case are local authority. Okay, so they are my main three ways of doing local SEO. That's the strategy, right? It's not really that complicated, is it? I mean, you just need to set aside some time to do each one of these three main pillars, right? So the Google My Business profile, right? Google Business Profile, as it's called now, right? Then next up, you have creating the service pages or the location pages on your website. And the last one is trying to do some backlinks. So that's it. I mean, you can hire an agency to do this, obviously, or you can just spend a certain amount of your marketing time on this and just say, okay, first I'm going to do the step one, then do step two, then do step three. That's 95% of it, right? You don't need to know about anything else, because that's mainly it. You want to do the 80-20 of everything, right? And that is it. I'm just giving it to you here. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.